Assalamu alaikum. This is Ilm Online's Academy tutor, and today we are going to start our new past paper, which is paper number 4, my June session 2010 and series 1. So let me give you a slightly idea about paper 4. So there is a major difference, uh, which is basically the major difference in it is that paper 4 is quite tricky if we compare it against the paper 2. And paper 4 has tricky as well as it's lengthy also, because the single question contains more subparts and the subparts has their own subparts. Okay, so anyhow, just let's start our past paper. Okay, so we have our paper. This is our paper number 4. Okay, May June session 2010 and series 1. So our first question is, a school has 220 boys and 280 girls. And in part A, they are saying that find the ratio of boys to girls in its simplest form. So if you know that the simplest way to find out the ratio between two things is just divide them. So 220 divided by 280. So it would be um, 11 over 14. Okay. So it's two ones are two and two fours are eight, and two ones are two and two ones are two. So its ratio is 11 ratio 14. Let me, yes, we have our calculator here also. Okay, so now question, the part B is the ratio of students to teachers is 10 ratio 1. Okay, find the number of teachers. Okay, so they are saying that the ratio of students to teacher is 10 ratio 1, the number of teachers. If you can see, all the parts are linked. Say all the parts are connected with each other. If you know that, maybe you are thinking that we don't even know either the total number of students, but we know, because in the first thing they have already said that the school has 220 boys and 280 girls. So the total count जो हमारे पास स्कूल का होगा, वो होगा, it would be 220 plus 280, right? And 220 plus 280, it will make 500. Okay. Now we know that they are saying the ratio of students to teacher is 10 ratio 1. It means 10 ratio 1, and the total number of students is students to teachers means 500, and ratio 500 and 500 ratio x. Okay. So what we will do here is 10 over 1 equals to 500 over x, and that would be x equals 500 over 10, and the answer is 50. So the number of teachers are in the school is 50. Now, going to the part C, there are 21 students on the school's committee. So there is a school committee in which there are 21 students, and the ratio of boys to girls is 3 ratio 4. Find the number of girls on the committee. So they are saying that the committee में जो boys और girls का ratio is 3 ratio 4, और total जो है वो 21 students हैं. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to find the number of girls on the committee. So see, the total number is 21. Okay. So total, if you can say that the, yes, जो हमारे पास sum का ratio कितना होगा, 4 plus 3 is 7. तो हम इसको 21 को 4 by 7 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. Okay, the 7 is the total sum of the ratio and 4 is the ratio of a girl in the committee, and 21 are the total number of students. So 7 threes are 21 and 4 threes are 12. So 12 is our desired answer. Okay. Now Coming towards part D, the part D is saying the committee organizes a disco and sells tickets. Okay. So what they are saying is the committee organizes a disco and they are selling tickets. 35% of the school students each buy a ticket. So they are saying that the total students of the school are, we have already calculated it, there are 500 students. And the 500 students, the only 35% of the students bought the tickets. So each tickets cost 1.60. Calculate the total amount received from selling the tickets. So they are saying that find out the total amount which the school got after selling 35% students tickets at the cost of $1.60. Okay, so we will write it. It's a 3 marks question. Total students equals to 500. Okay, 500 का अगर मैं बात करूं 35% कितना होता है? So by calculating it, you will get 175. Okay. And each ticket is $1.60. So 1.60. So 175 multiplied by 1.60, it will make up 280. 175. Let me 175 multiplied by 1.60. Yes, the answer is 280. Okay. So here is your final answer. Now, the part C is their E. They're saying that the cost of running the disco is $264. Okay. They're saying the total cost ना disco को run करने के it is $264. वो कह रहे हैं there is an increase of 10% on the cost of running last year's disco. They're saying जो इस साल का disco हम ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं, इस साल के डिस्को में, इस साल के डिस्को की प्राइसेस के कॉस्ट में हमारे पास 10% का इंक्रीज है अगर कंपेयर करें लास्ट ईयर के डिस्को की कॉस्ट को. They are saying calculate the cost of running last year's disco. They have already taught this year's disco's cost, which is 264, and they are saying that from the last year there is a 10% increase in the price. Okay, now they are asking us to find out the last year's disco's price. Okay, so consider last year's जो disco का था पूरा वो 100 था. अब इसमें हमारे पास 10% का इंक्रीज हुआ है. It means total 110%. अब अगर हम इसको कंसिडर करते हैं, सो वी कैन से दैट वन, अगर मैं बात करूं 110% ऑफ लास्ट, इट इज 264. ठीक है, 264 ही हमारे पास आ गया ना. ठीक है, अब ओके, और वी कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस ऑल्सो. Let it be simple. Okay, so we can write it like this also, that 110% multiplied by last year. टोटल 110% ही हुआ ना, क्या हमें पिछले साल का भी नहीं पता. मल्टीप्लाइड बाय लास्ट ईयर इज इक्वल्स टू 264. मतलब कि जो भी लास्ट ईयर की प्राइस है उसका 110% बेसिकली 264 आ रहा है मेरे पास. ओके, सो मैं क्या करूंगी, इट वुड बी इजी, लाइक इट्स अ सिंपल कैलकुलेशन. 264 and divided by 110%. Okay, and it would be 264 multiplied by 100 over 110. I just reverted it. I converted into 110 would be 110 divided by 100, and then I just reciprocaled it because I have to get this thing here. So if we can calculate it, so the answer is 264 multiplied by 100 or 110 equals, it means the last year price was $240. 240. Okay, so that was part E. Now, there is a question number 2, which is basically from the information handling type question, the stats we basically. It has the mod, median, mean. Okay, so question number 2 is 40 students are asked about the number of people in their families, and the table shows the result, and this is the result. So let me explain you the table. They are saying that only one out of the 40 students, only there was one student in which the family numbers were 2, and only there was one student in which the family numbers were 3. Now there were 17 students who has 4 family members, and the 12 have 5, then 6 students have the 6, and the 3 students have the 7 family members. Okay, so what we have to do is find the mod. Okay, so the mod is basically what? Let me explain you. Basically, the mod is the value against the highest frequency number. Value against the highest frequency number. Okay, so the highest frequency number here is 70, right? And the value against it is 4. Got it? Now, the median. Now, the median is, for the median, what we have to do is कि हम जो है 40 को divide करते हैं, जो भी हमारे पास total numbers है, we divide it we divide that number by the 2. So, like 40 divided by 2, okay? The answer is 28, okay? Now, we do a thing. What we do is कि हम एक कॉन्सेप्ट लाते हैं which is cumulative frequency का कॉन्सेप्ट, ठीक है? और cumulative frequency का कॉन्सेप्ट में अगर मैं इस पूरी चीज को थोड़ा सा नीचे ले आती हूँ और मे बी जस्ट हियर, ओके? सो यस, इट वुड बी बेटर. ठीक है, तो cumulative frequency के बारे में अगर मैं बात करूँ ना, so cumulative frequency is just के ये 1 है, तो 1 plus 1 it's 2, and then 17 plus 2 it's 19, okay? Then 12 plus 19 would be 20, and 29, 31, it's 32, okay? 12 plus 19, so maybe I'm confused. 19 plus 12, yes, equals 31. Sorry, my bad. It's 31. Okay, it's 31. And then again, what we were doing was 12 plus 19, it's 31, then 31 plus 6, so 37. Okay, then 37 plus 3, it would be 40. Now the median is 20th value. Now we cannot take 19 as it is closer to 20. No, we only either we take the exact value or then move to the bigger one. So after 20, the biggest number we have is 31. So it means median is 5. Okay, it means median is 5. Okay, now coming towards the topic mean. Okay, so the formula for the mean is sigma fx divided by n. Okay, and sigma fx divided by n, it means what? It means just pay a little attention here. Okay, so the thing is that I am writing the formula here so we can have a little space Yes, the mean. So what we have to do is, we just have to do what? Multiply the number of people with the frequency plus the number of people with the frequency, like each block, multiply each block with the self. So 2 multiplied by 1. Total number is 40. Okay, let's just calculate it. 2 multiplied by 1 plus 3 multiplied by 1 plus 4 multiplied by 17 plus 5 multiplied by 12 plus 6 multiplied by 6 plus 7 multiplied by 3. It makes up 190 over 40. So let's 190 divided by 40 equals 19 over 4, which is basically, I guess, 4.75. Yes, the answer is 4.7. Pardon me, my 7. Okay, so it's 4.75. Okay, so now another n students are asked about the number of people in their families. What they are saying is another n family, another n people. The mean for these n student is 3. They are asking, they are saying that the mean for these students are these n student is 3. Okay, so find in terms of n an expression for the mean number for all 40 plus n students. So they are saying what? हमें mean का expression मालूम करना है for 40 plus n students. It means पहले तो जो हमारे पास mean का ये पूरा बन रहा था, it was 190. टोटल हमारे पास 40 प्लस n है. अब लेकिन यहाँ पे भी हमारे पास एक चीज आएगी, which is they are saying that the mean is 3, so it would be 3n. So the exact expression of this will be 3n. Okay. So yes, I have to multiply n by 3 over here. Okay, only. Now question number 3. Okay, I have already did some of my calculation here, and okay, so question number 3. Now question number 3 is the first part, the part A of the question number 3 is on the grid. Draw the enlargement of the triangle T. Center 0, 0, scale factor is half. Okay, so scale factor half. What does the scale factor half means? That the triangle T, the total the magnitude, each side magnitude of the triangle T would be half. Okay, so it means or maybe the distance. Take the distance now. कि अगर हम देखें कि अगर हमारे पास there are 3 corners of the triangle, these 3. If we see that it is 2 blocks apart, it would be half, means 1. If it's 4 blocks apart, it would be half, it's 2. Okay, and if it's let's take this first. And if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, it's 6 blocks, so it would be half. Okay. Okay, so pardon for some interruption. Okay, so the scale factor 1 over 2 I was talking about. Okay, so the scale factor 1 over 2 means, yes. So if this side is, everything would be half, na? So if this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it would be half to 3. If this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be half to 2. Okay, so that's it. So that's it means scale factor. तो center से भी जो हमारे पास origin से भी distance है वो भी हमारे पास half होगा. Okay, so you can make the concept of it like this, that the center, that the distance from the line would also be half, and then their original the length of the sides would be, or would also be half. Okay, so see there the distance was 2 blocks. It is here 1. Then the distance here was 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here 2. And the length of this side was 4. It's 2 here. And the length of this side was 6. And it's 3 here. Okay, so that's what we have to do in the part A. So for the part B, they're saying that the matrix -1, 0, 0, 1 is representing a transformation. And first we have to find out the matrix product. So for the matrix product, what we have to do is just we have to multiply these two matrices. So we know how do we do it? What we do is that -1 multiplied by 8 plus 0 multiplied by 4. So you know that in the first row, all these lower terms would not be here. Na? So the simpler multiplication is -1, 8, then -1 into 8, and then -1 into -2, and -1 into 2, it would be -2, and then here the lowers will be considered, and the upper terms will be eliminated because there is a 0. So this is the calculation I've done here now. So 3 points I can conclude, I can take out and extract 3 points from there. -8 comma 4, -8 comma 8, -2 8. I have to draw this on the grid. Okay, and yeah, this is the part 1 was only that you have to find out the matrix product. So this is the answer. And part 2 was part B. The sub part B has another sub part, which is part 1 and 2. And in the part 2, they are saying that what you have to do is you have to draw the image of this triangle T under this transformation. So -8 4, -8 8, and -2 8. So I have drawn this -8. It's -8 4. It's -8 4. Then it's 8 2, and it is -8 8. So here it is -2 8, -8 8, and that's it. Okay, so it's the okay. Now in the next part, na, they are asking us what type of transformation is this. So if you can imagine, if you can see, it's a reflection. It's simply a reflection. So I have already written it. Reflection from the line x equals to 0. ओके, ये सिंपल हुआ क्या है कि हमारे पास x इक्वल्स टू 0 लाइन पे रिफ्लेक्शन हुई है, या हम कह सकते हैं कि y एक्सिस के अक्रॉस रिफ्लेक्शन हुई है. वी कैन आल्सो से दैट ना. नाउ कमिंग towards the part C, describe fully the single transformation with maps. Now they are asking us that you have to describe the transformation, what is happening, which maps triangle T onto triangle E. It means they are saying that if I map triangle T onto triangle P, they're asking this, that if I map triangle T onto triangle B, what basically what is happening. So if you know ना, एक तो चीज आपको अगर समझ में आ रही हो तो you know कि हमारे पास यहाँ पे मैग्नीट्यूड में तो कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आया है. There is no such change in the magnitude, but if you can observe, there is a translation. It moves some part here. Okay, it moves a little here, and it moves a little downwards. So if we can count 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, it means 10. Acha, ab you know na, it's basically going towards the negative scale. So अगर मैं इसका जो है ट्रांसलेशन का वेक्टर बनाऊं ना, वेक्टर, so -10. Okay, and then here 1 2 3, इधर से downwards हुआ है ना, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Here it is also 10. Okay, so it means it's a translation by the vector -10 and 10. Okay, I have translation with the vector -10 and -10. Okay, because in it moved downwards and the left hand side. Now if I um, translate, if I map the triangle T onto triangle Q, what is happening here? Okay, if you can see now a little bit, let me zoom this out. Yes. So a little zoom in. Yes. If we can observe this, see, एक चीज तो यहाँ पे हुई है, that what has been happened here is कि अगर मैं t को, see, this is the grid, it's the grid, right? It's the grid, and I'm moving something. If I'm moving something clockwise, okay. So can't you, if you can imagine that it's basically, it has been moved clockwise. ये जो है हमारे पास 90 डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट हुआ है, ओके। अगर मैं टी को 90 डिग्रीज क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट कर दूं ना, तो इट वुड बी लाइक द ट्राइंगल क्यूब, सो इट्स 90 डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज, ओके। रोटेशन हुई है। नाउ द 2 by 2 मैट्रिक्स which is representing the basically which is representing the रोटेशन। सो अगर 90 डिग्रीज क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन करते हैं, तो अगर आप इसको थोड़े से पार्ट से एनालाइज करें ना, तो आपको पता चलता है कि अगर यहाँ पे 2 पॉइंट्स है और मैं 90 डिग्रीज क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन करती हूँ, ठीक है, तो 90 डिग्रीज क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन पे होगा क्या कि मेरे पास जो ये पॉइंट है वो यहाँ आ जाता है, और 90 डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन में ये पॉइंट मेरे पास यहाँ आ जाता है, ओके। सो इट मीन्स पहला पॉइंट मेरे पास बन जाता है 0 - 1, और जो दूसरा पॉइंट है वो मेरे पास 1 0 बन जाता है। सो हेयर इट इज 0 - 1 and 1 0। ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट अगर आपको कोई भी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मैट्रिक्स निकालने का बोला गया है ना, ऑलवेज यूज द basically use the standard form of the transformation matrix, and always the standard form of the transformation matrix is this: draw a grid and consider this is a point B, this is point A, it's 1 0 and it's 0 1. Now what you are, anything you are assuming for it, like I am saying that it's 90 degree clockwise rotation, so do this on these, write a small grid on just the side of your paper or any rough paper and do this कि अगर मैं इसको 90 degree clockwise rotate करूंगी तो इसको भी करूंगी, so the new coordinates will be the whatever the new coordinates are, our transformation matrix is this। standard form तो हमारे पास transformation matrix की 1 0 0 1 होती है, ठीक है, लेकिन अब हमें अपने डायग्राम को हमेशा से ऐसा नहीं होता, सो वी according to our diagram na we have to modify our transformation matrix, okay। So that's it for this question. Then we have question number 4. Question number 4 is of the probability, okay। So I guess we are going to solve the part A of this question in this video, and we'll be continuing the other parts in the next video, okay। So box A contains 3 black balls and 1 white ball. Box B contains 3 black balls and 2 white balls. The part A is saying a ball can be chosen at random from either box. Complete the following statements. There is a greater probability of choosing a white ball from box. What? Explain your answer. Okay. So first consider these. Now you know how to find the probability. Na? We find the chances, like there is a chance, the probability is there is 1 ball out of 4. Okay. So the probability is 1 over 4, and there is 2 balls out of 5. It's 5. Okay. So it's not 4, it's basically 5. There are 2 balls out of 5. So probability of A getting a white ball is 1 over 4, and probability of B getting a white ball is 2 over 5. Okay. So the highest chances is, let's just divide them. Okay. So 1 over 4 is 0.25. Okay. Remember it, 0.25, and 2 over 5 is 0.4. So it's 0.25 and it is 0.4. So it's 0.25 and it is 0.4. So which the probability is, the greater probability is this 0.4. So we will write that there is a greater probability of choosing a white ball from box B. And the answer is that we will write the answer in this form, or either you can write in your words. मैंने इसको इंग्लिश के इसको मैंने थोड़ा सा एक्सप्रेशन फॉर्म में कि probability of A is 1 over 4 and probability of B is 2 over 5. So probability of B is greater than probability of A. That is why the chances of getting the white ball from the box B is from the box B are higher. Okay. So the next parts start in the I'm gonna do in the next video. Okay. We'll be continuing our question, and there are some things which we have to assume uh, according to our question. So let's just continue it in the other video.